The strengths and challenges, make sure you talk about what the college should be doing. Have you already done that? You guys have already done that? Have you guys already done that at this table too? Oh my gosh, you're so fast. So when we had faculty yesterday, they're like, wait, we need more time. So you ready to talk? We'll give it one more minute. There's a little more conversation at the other table, so. So I don't want to rush you guys. How much more time would you like? Are you good? You good? Okay. No, you can take more time. I just didn't want to keep you if you're ready. Do you want like one more minute or something? Yeah, let's go. Tell me when you're ready. Tell me when you're ready. I'm not trying to rush you. I'm here till 5. Are you sure? Yeah. It was the red one? Sorry. Just go like this. All right. Your mic is on. So you guys want to share? So what did you talk about as strengths and challenges related to completion?
So one of the strengths that we did mention was that this school is so diverse that you never feel alone.
Yeah.
It actually becomes like a family. So you do want to come to school, you want to go to classes, you want to see, your friends that you make in school. So that's like definitely one of the biggest strengths.
Diversity as a strength,
yes.
Absolutely.
I think faculty, like professors and stuff like that, they are really understanding. It's not, you may have a few that, they're stuck in their ways, but I do believe that most, like I probably ran into one, and this is my 4th semester here.
Wow.
So in my 4 semesters, maybe one that
Right.
is just like, yeah, there's no talking them into anything,
Right.
and they're not too understanding. But other than that, I believe everything else is.
So understanding faculty.
Yes.
Great.
Challenges, staff. Sometimes we do run into like the staff, which like working like maybe in the financial aid or in other departments, and I think that's what discourages students, because you go in there and then either you don't get the answer or you get an attitude. And then we do have like, I'm a little older, so I know that me giving you attitude is not going to help the situation. We're just going to be attitude and attitude.
Right.
But when you're dealing with younger students and you give them an attitude and then they give you an attitude, they'll feel disrespected and just brush that student off. But it all starts with you and your response to someone coming into your office. So I do believe like the staff in some offices, especially because I gave a lot of campus tours since I've been in the school, and sometimes I'll walk in and I'll say, okay, this is this area, and then you'll have the staff say something nasty or rude.
When you're doing a tour.
When I'm doing a tour. And the point of my tours, I always say this, because I do go back. Like, I advocate for like my students. Like I'm like, no, listen. My point is to bring students into Hostos. If I
Right.
bring them into an office and you're here with an attitude, or you don't have the right answer, or you're rolling eyes or something, that's gonna stop them from coming here. So why they gonna want to come here if the first thing they experienced was
Right.
something out of the ordinary? So
Right.
I think that's definitely a challenge. And
Do you want to talk about what can the college do to facilitate completion?
so one thing that I do want to say is, and everyone before they left, they were saying the same thing. I work for a program called Strive for Success, and we do peer-to-peer mentoring. So my students, I'm a student as well, and they're students. So it's second-year students working with first-year students. And I think we need more programs like Strive, because we know your struggles. We understand what you're going through. We understand that you have a situation at home, and you're, maybe getting a little study time. I'm also a parent, so a lot of my students, they usually do have children. So if they need any help with anything that has to do with children in the school, or any I'm trying to study but my child doesn't let me, all right, so then you can come, and if you want, I'll sit with you in the library. But more peer-to-peer, because we understand each other more. So I think that we need to take a program like Strive and make it bigger. Because right now we can only work with community-based organizations. So we did do a club, so we could be able to take other students that aren't coming from those community-based organizations. But something like peer-to-peer is more, I think it's more powerful and more, like, I don't know like the word to say right now, but
It's okay.
it's more helpful.
Yeah.
Because we're not looking at someone like, oh, you're an adult, you don't understand, you already finished school,
Right.
So, like, I know what I'm gonna tell my student, because either I've been through it, or one of my colleagues been through it, or someone I know has been through it. So, yeah.
One question on peer-to-peer. What kinds of things do you need from your peers? What kind of supports? I mean, you described being there and, with someone who needs help just studying, but what are some things that peer-to-peer can be used for, in your opinion?
A lot of our students come, right? So we have Umar. He's really good at math, because obviously he's a business major,
Right.
So a lot of our students, like, they'll go to the Hulk, and it'll be full, or they don't know what tutor to go to, or they don't know what like who to talk to about anything. So a lot of our students will come, even students off my caseload, because he has his caseload, I have my caseload, everybody else has their caseload.
Through Strive?
Through Strive, yeah.
Okay.
So they'll feel more comfortable with us.
Right.
So since Umar's, like, his strength is math, they'll set an appointment with Umar and sit down and get tutoring from Umar.
Right.
And we have another of our staff, he's the president of the English club, I believe, so he's good at writing.
Right.
So if someone needs help writing or revising a paper or something, he's there. So we know, like, sometimes you get discouraged when you go into a place and it's packed, or they turn you away or something. So peer-to-peer, we try to help each other for everything. Like, in any problem there is, we try to help each other when it comes to that.
And your example shows kind of an academic support element
so
too.
We do academic, and we do what we don't try to really get into is like personal. So let's say if you're having a problem at home, we can't really help you with that, but we'll tell you, there's a counseling office, there's single stop.
So you're kind of directional.
Yeah, so we help and we direct if we can't personally help you with it.
Great. Anything else on your list there? It was peer-to-peer. It's okay.
We just say a lot of students will see that they'll struggle because of the book. Like, the books are really expensive.
Right.
And sometimes they can't get the books, and they'll get discouraged because maybe 2 or 3 weeks in, it's like, okay, I still can't get the book, so I'm not gonna pass this class.
Right.
So maybe like in our office, we have a book swap. So we'll, if you need a book and we have it, we'll let you borrow it for the semester as long as you can donate two books or at least one book,
Right.
to our book swap.
Great.
We did talk about more money in our cards for the copies because
Right. So financial benefits.
Yeah,
You
because
need-
if you don't have the book and your friend has the book, but you want to borrow, you want to make copies or something, $50 goes pretty fast. And oh yes, yes, yes. I'm here on a 2-year full ride scholarship, so I get everything. I get it monthly. I get my books for free. I get everything for free. But I work with a lot of DACA students, and they're not allowed to apply for the same scholarships that I apply for.
Right.
So that was one thing that it kind of sorry, excuse my language, but it kind of pissed me off when I found that out because working with so many students that are undocumented and stuff,
Right.
and they're paying for their classes,
Right.
and then when you're trying to help them get a scholarship, it's like, no, they can't get it because they're undocumented.
Right.
So as a school, you should definitely try to get more scholarships that are beneficial for everyone. Like my 2-year scholarship, a DACA student can apply for it.
Right. So you're talking about financial supports that students aren't qualified for through like federal funds. So the school trying to figure out ways to help students like DACA students access scholarships and financial resources.
Yeah, because
Okay.
like me and my student, he would have got more benefits of the 2-year scholarship that I got because I do get financial aid, but he doesn't.
Right.
So it would have been great to see more DACA students being able to get that scholarship, especially.
Right. Wonderful. Okay, anything else from this table? That was great.
That's
Can we
it.
give a round to this table? Now, if you could keep track of your notes, we'd like Elizabeth, and I can see it's so beautifully written here, that we're going to share notes with her just so that she has them. So the next table, thank you.
So I'm going to talk about the strength, and she's going to talk about the challenges.
Great.
She said a lot of things. So we also, the strength, we have a lot of club for different things. So the school really encourages students to be involved. We have a club for almost everything. So that's one of the strengths of the school. And we have a lot of faculty members that are willing to be a mentor. We do have advisors, but we also have a lot of faculty members that are ready to be a mentor. We have one here, and he's great at being a mentor for almost every student. So, and we have a lot more faculty members that are ready to be a mentor and guide you through this whole process. And she said,
She said something similar, so yes. Great. There's consistency in your opinions.
Okay, here's what we all agree on the table that are the issues that really need to be worked on. We need tutors, and not only tutors for higher level courses.
For higher level courses?
Yeah, like there's so many engineering students, chemistry students, bio students. Sometimes when we need help, like with linear algebra or advanced chemistry courses, I think there's only one tutor for higher chemistry courses, like general chemistry, and that's it. There's no more. And if you can't fit his schedule, then it's over.
And that's through Hulk?
In the Hulk.
Yeah.
Also for physics, there's only 2 night tutors, and there's not enough help. So that's definitely needs to be targeted. Like some of us, like personal experience that. We start with 30 students in a chemistry class. Most of them drop the class. There's 10 that are still attending the course. There's 6 passing the course. So it's very low, and with that being a requirement, of course, it's going to take you back, and it's going to hold you for you to get the degree.
That's a great
Also,
example. Thank you for sharing.
the science programs, we have amazing science programs that people don't even know about it. There's no advertisement for them. There's the SISTE program, the CRESP. There's one program that is from all CUNYs, the LSM, that actually helps you to get through your master's after you're done with your bachelor's and guides you to do research. Many students don't even know those programs exist, only through friends. Like I get to know about it by a friend, and then because I know that friend that know other friends. But it should be publicly announced to everyone. It should be flyers all over the campus so all people can know and apply for all those benefits. Also, they have to get some AutoCAD to make their resume looks better, and the price is really high. There's just 15% discount for students, and they demand affordability because it's expensive. And if it should, like, there's also like something that holds the engineers, the students back because of the price. Also, other things that we were talking about were advisors. Sometimes they're not very knowledgeable about your major, especially for liberal arts students. Sometimes they choose liberal arts because they don't really know what to study. And they end up taking classes that they don't need. They end up changing their mind, changing their majors, and sometimes they use all the classes that they took are not going to count towards their degree. They end up stuck. So there should definitely be the liberal arts, someone special to guide them.
So especially liberal arts advisement
Right.
needs to be addressed.
Because they choose liberal arts because they don't know what they want to do. So if they don't know, they end up taking classes that they don't need, and then finding out something that they really like to do, and then knowing that all the classes they took are no longer are no longer covered, are not going to count towards their degree, and they already expend their financial aid money. So that's definitely a big issue.
Great.
I think, let me see, I think that's it.
Is that it? You can have as many as you want. Are there more, or are you ready to get to priorities or activities that could be done?
No, I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. What about what can be done?
Well, definitely hire more tutors.
So hire more tutors.
Right. Hire advisor for liberal arts students.
Yep.
Definitely. Get more advertisement from maybe more stipend to the programs like
Yep.
SISTEP.
Yep.
Like this new program CRESP. The program, it might not be running next semester because there are not many students enrolled in the program.
Right.
So they really want students to know that the programs exist and there's help, and the students can actually be part of them. And definitely the school should be more advertised and more.
Great.
Yeah.
No, it's very helpful. So thank you. Thank you for sharing. Let's give a hand. And I'm sorry, I'm like the sneezy one over here. You know, I feel like a dwarf right now. I'm sneezy. So thank you all. I just want to give you one more minute to share any final thoughts. Anybody want? Does this make you? Yes, please. Can you pass the mic over?
So you want to add that Hostos should have a program that helps students that are from to read a book, because that's the hard thing for us to read.
Right.
Because we come from here in Hostos, there are students that come from different countries, that they speak different languages. And
Right.
I think they have this difficulty to read a book.
Right.
And
So
Yeah.
support for English ESL students is
Yeah.
kind of what you're saying, and particularly around reading and
right.
yes, absolutely, and yes.
They do have some classes that they offer in Spanish, right? Because we do have a lot of Spanish.
Yes, so there are classes offered in Spanish, yep.
They should definitely do more, and when a person is signing up for a school, I think that they should.
Hold on. It just doesn't get recorded unless you're in the mic.
So, no,
Then
but they do have a lot of classes. I was registering for my psychology class, and I overheard them saying, we need maybe 2 or 3 more to register for the Spanish psychology so it can stay. So, I think that when you come to sign up, to register for Hostos, that they should definitely let you know we have these courses in Spanish, and encourage students to take it in Spanish. Because I know you do want to learn English, and that's the goal, but if you're paying for these classes, I think that you should get the best education that's gonna help you pass. Because you could be strong in that subject, but just because you're taking that class in English and English isn't your best, is not your strength, it's gonna be a little harder for you to pass it. You do still wanna take your English classes, of course, but I want to encourage people to also take those Spanish classes, just so not only they can keep giving them, but so you can get the best grade out of your class and the most knowledge.
And what I
also.
hear you both saying is that the college needs to be really thoughtful about how it addresses the needs of ESL students, both in learning English as well as kind of transitioning from your native language, right? So thank you for sharing. You had an opinion over here. And then did you want to add something? Yes. And
Just to kind of combine, I guess, an opportunity and an activity or a challenge. One thing that some DACA students are eligible for if they are majoring in a science is the CUNY Research Scholars Program. And they can get up to $5,000 for the academic year. I used to run this at Kingsborough. But they can get up to $5,000 for the academic year, and they do not need to have permanent residency or citizenship to participate. So if you know anyone who's majoring in a science or has any kind of very data-driven research to do, even in the social sciences, they can definitely participate in that, and that can really help offset their costs and can actually pay for their entire tuition for the year.
Great, thank you. Okay, I want to bring it back over here, and we're going to be wrapping up in a second. Welcome, guys and gals.
I mean, like for a tutor, like it's not only the new tutor. If you got a tutor, you gotta try to keep them. Like some of them may complain like about pay. If you bad, like you come to tutor like $11, $12, $13. If you got something better outside, you'll be able to go to let your job and go find something better. You say like $12 or $13 doesn't cover everything to pay their bills. They need more higher. If they don't get more higher, they're gonna give up and go make something, do something else outside.
Right, no, it's true. Jobs on campus? Because tutoring doesn't pay is kind of what you're saying. You got to take the mic. And then you guys walked in, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to share. We're talking about what the college could do around helping students complete. Yes.
A lot of our students, they do work outside of the school, and I think that if they were able to work inside of the school, it would be easier for them to, because sometimes they're like, I have to leave early because I got to go to work,
Right.
or they're rushing or something. So maybe more jobs in the school,
Right.
so that they can go to school and work in the same facility, and it'll be easier for them to, maybe in between class and work, they can go into the library and study, or go to the tutoring center and get a tutor. And also us as students, if you know your strength and you know you're good at science, maybe you can help and tutor someone as well, because we push each other. It's not only the faculty, it's not the staff, it's each other. Because if you see a friend, they're not going to school, call them up. Why are you not coming? Can I help you in anything? There's a lot of places that give Metro cards. Do you need a Metro card? Is there a situation going? Because sometimes we as humans, we just take everything that's going on and we're like, no, we're going to deal with it alone. And that's where we mess up. So always reach out, always let your neighbor know that you're there if they need someone to talk to and stuff like that. I think that it's more peer-to-peer,
Yep.
No,
absolutely. Thank you so much. So it's 5 o'clock, guys and ladies. So I want to be respectful of your time. We did have some people join over here. Do you have anything you want to share before we wrap up? And then I'll give a final over here. We're just talking about, so again, I love the fact that you came. It's supposed to end at 5, so I want to be respectful, okay?
Yes, of course.
Yes, great.
I think that one of the things that I've seen too is engaging the students more, because sometimes students just come to school, they take their classes and then they go, whether they have to go to work, whether they have to go and take care of their kids, or just leave school because they don't want to stay on campus. But there's a lot of programs that are really beneficial to students, a lot of things that can engage them. SLA is actually one of them, and I think maybe if they were to focus on that and maybe fund more so that they can continue reaching out to students and that way engaging them more and being able to create that link where they can graduate.
Absolutely. So student engagement activities being a big theme. Did you want to jump in? Nope. Okay. Anyone else over here?
You could keep the mic, but you could repeat this. Like, I know you guys said you student government. You have a lot of events. Maybe it's like I'm a parent, so maybe an event with our children, so they can also come. Because sometimes they don't know what's going on. They don't see well, my daughter she does because since I started, I would bring her and she was in the summer camp. But maybe more activities that involve our kids.
So engaging the whole family. And you're also talking about having the student government be part of that.
Yeah, because you guys know how to do it.
So I didn't know that. Welcome, student government. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Other people from student government here? All right. Well, thank you, student. I didn't even know. So thank you, student government. Anyone else want to jump in from over here? And otherwise, I really want to start to wrap it up. We good? Yeah, down in the end?
I don't know what you're saying. We trying to get students together. We have many activities also with the Leadership Academy, and we sometimes invite people. We also encourage them to check the webmail. Many students, most of the students, they don't check the emails, so we do many activities. We want to consider that one that you were saying. We also we're talking with the what do you call it? They taking care of the kids. I don't know the name of the place. Oh, Children's Center. Yes, that's right.
Children's Center.
I just got.
You guys do a lot of activities, and it would be nice that maybe we do you see maybe one day in the gym, right? We could bring our kids, and maybe there'll be face painting, and maybe a little area where they could read them a book or something, and different, different little things, just so because we all me for instance, my daughter always says, I only see you when I'm going to bed or when you take me to school.
Right.
Because I take her to school, then I come to school, and I come to work, and then I get home 8, 9 o'clock. So, maybe a little event, because you have a lot of events, and you have a lot of a big outcome all the time. So it's nice, because you guys do keep everybody involved,
But things that engage the children and the families.
Yes, that's the type of concerns that we ask all the students to come with us, fifth floor of the offices there, and tell us all this. We've been asking many students, and nobody say anything. And we also we have the assembly where anyone is here. So we try to improve many things for us because we are the students also. But we don't have that support also for the 7,000 students, And then that is a good suggestion. But the thing is that if it's only you, we can really do something like that, If it's many.
Well, it sounds like a conversation that it's good to know, and then you guys can consider it. So
it's good of you to.
Okay.
So the main point of this, it was to bring ideas of what the administration can do, right?
What the institution can do.
Okay, so because I think it's a
It's
balance.
faculty and staff and students even.
Okay, but there is one thing here because the only, let's say, staff member that I see is Jason. So be the others would be nice.
Today, I want to be very clear. Today, actually, staff and faculty.
So
were
it was
not
only
invited.
students.
This was only students.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
because it's meant to be a private forum for you all.
Okay. Okay, because also I strongly believe about the communication, like the way things are advertising. But also I agree that some students doesn't read emails or they don't look at the flyers because everything is right there. But also probably selecting the right time to do it. Because for example, there are students here that might want to be here, but they're in the event that is going on in the gym. So probably keeping an eye on what's going on and things like that. And I forgot my second thought, but yeah, it's mostly that.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Okay, one more.
Sorry.
And then we're gonna.
May I
No, it's
add-
okay.
May I add as, but I don't know.
You're gonna have to talk loudly because you got loud people behind you.
Okay, so about to have some marching band here in Hostos for when we have some activity right now, they could play over there and they also practice with all that, and I think I have more.
Okay. Well, no, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I'm going to say one last swath over here. Are we good? Any final thoughts? All right. So the forum for tomorrow is the makeup forum. It's rescheduled because we're supposed to get 6 to 10 inches of snow. It's going to be rescheduled. I think it's going to be for next Wednesday, but look out for that email. What I could say that could be a really good thing for all of you to do is if you can promise me to try to forward that email to some students that you're, like, if you have a study group or a group of friends that you hang out with, like, forward that and be like, come. I know this isn't like the most exciting part of your day, maybe, but your input is so important. And what you've shared is very useful. So thank you so much for your time and your thoughts. And please encourage other students to come to the last forum. And also, when the framework gets presented, so what's happening is today's an ideas day. Later on, we're going to look at it in an organized way, what the plan will focus on. Come back in April. That is a different stage in the process. So please come back and drag your friends and colleagues. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, really.
I just want to invite you all tomorrow. If Hostos doesn't close because of the snow, we're gonna provide students with breakfast, snacks, and sodas at the SEA booth from 10 to 5. So
great.
You all invited. Please share the board with your friends.
Thank you for sharing.
It's a welcoming event, by the way.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.